Okay. Wait, let me try and change that. All right. Good morning, guys. Today is Thursday, September 28th. And we'll be doing analysis for US 30, gold, and EU as always. So to kick it off, going over our daily bias. So my daily bias for US 30 is bearish. You can see the last closure of an SAR was bearish. Our daily bias for gold for me is still bearish. EU bearish. The US dollar pretty bullish. Now for what we have, so right now for US 30, we have this on the hourly time frame for these instruments. We really don't have any hourly and 4-hour double SARs at the very least, so nothing there on the higher time frames. That's 4 hour, 1 hour. This is EU, 1 hour, 4 hour. All right, yeah, so nothing on the major time frames. So here on US 30-minute time frame, we don't have anything. On the 15-minute time frame, we have this double SAR here and the one above it. So the only trade we can get here is either a test and rejection. I don't think we can get a break and wait. Let's see on the breakout scanner. I'm looking for a sell on US 30 on the 5-minute. This was before the market opened. If we get a sell signal here on the 5-minute, I'll be looking to take that using the breakout scanner. So I'd be forgetting about this. See if we get this today. Yeah, but for US 30 on the 15-minute, we would have to get maybe a break and continuation later. Or test and rejection. Gold, 30-minute time frame, we have a triple SCR here. So this would be a break and continuation. So we would need 2 30-minute candles. So we had gotten a break. Let me delete this. This is a 15-minute. So this is a 30-minute. So we had gotten a break, but the continuation one came back and closed back above. And if you see all this wicks on gold, you can see we have a lot of selling pressure on gold in this zone. So let me put this back for the 15 minutes. So 30-minute, we would have to wait for like another hour. 15-minute, we have 15-minute. Let's see how this goes on the 15-minute. This is 1875, 1874 at the bottom. So maybe we'll get something on the 15-minute. EU, we have a triple, actually it's a triple SAR on the 15-minute right there. So this would be a break and continuation entry. Again, I don't see it coming by on the live session. Yeah, so we'll just have to wait for now. So I guess the best case scenario is getting this sell. Now, this is a cross, this, I told you guys that this X's represent crossover sells, and the other X is like a crossover buy, but I want the actual breakout buy or sell. So this X's are actually buy and sell signals also. It's where the closest EMA, I think it's the 5 EMA. This little blue one crosses over any of the other EMAs. So this technically is a sell crossover, but I want a sell breakout. So there's a difference between a sell crossover and a sell breakout. So I'll be waiting for like a breakout sell on US 30. Because I really haven't tested out with sell crossovers, if that makes sense. Mhm. Saturday is also just a waiting game. All right. So you can see for that one, so that's the X. So I haven't tested this, so I'm waiting for the actual breakout sell and not the crossover sell. So we'll just keep waiting for that breakout sell to line up. So hopefully if this kind of closes, we might get a sell signal on it, depending on where it closes at. Say this candle closes with a sell signal. I will, I'll take the sell for US 30. So even though this 15-minute closes below here, it wouldn't qualify for any, whether it's a break and continuation or test and rejection. So if this 15-minute closes below here, the only other entry we might get is like a test and rejection, which would have to wait for another 30 minutes possibly. Or if it closes above here, then maybe we can get that test and rejection. So I think this sell entry, if it does show up, that will be the best bet for US 30. Nothing on gold here as well. See. Mhm. Um, yeah, so this, it drops so heavily down. Just one second, checking something. So we are going to get that sell signal, but it's going so heavy. Yeah. Um, yeah, so this would be the sell, but you can see this thing is so heavy down. So what I might do here is you would expect some sort of retracement. Let's see on my chart. You know what? I'll jump in with a 0.75% risk for this trade because I see this SAR right here. It's a bit risky. But that's the sell entry I was waiting for, breakout sell. I I didn't want it to be that far down, but just choosing to take the risk there. Also, the other reason I chose to take it is this sell SAR zone here. So I'm hoping this candle does not break above here. So this can also be sort of a break and continuation, but this candle would have to close below this zone. So it is a risky, I know it was a risky trade, especially based off of the length of this candle, but it's all about like knowing whether you're going to take the risk or not. So for me, I just decided to jump in, but I'm still biased for sales on it. So the other part, I'm hoping this candle does not close above here. So you can see that rejection right there. So we need this candle to hold below this SAR, live SAR. And that way it should hopefully drop back down. And also, I know we have this 9 EMA. So the 9 EMA is above here. So it can definitely come back up and also retest the 9 EMA and still go back down. But I am still observing this level. So I'm hoping it holds below here. Okay, so I got stopped out on mine, but I will again look at where this, because of slippage, I got taken out. But if this closes again below this live SAR, I will jump into personally another sell. But I knew, it was kind of risky, but like yesterday, it just dipped pretty heavy. So personally, due to slippage I got or the place I entered got taken out. So hopefully anybody who got in survived that slippage. So this is what I was expecting to, right? I wanted this to hold right there. So what I would want to see now is it flowing down? Because the other option was to wait for this for 2 candle closures, but you can see how far it's still dropping down. So for me, the first trade I got in, I unfortunately got slipped out, but trade is still running, did not hit stop loss. Personally, for me, I got stopped out, but I re-entered the trade when it came back down because I'm expecting this thing to tank to the downside. So let's see how that goes. So again, if it reaches like 1:1, you go ahead and set break even. And this is just a breakout entry because we do not have, okay, so we can get that test and rejection, but that would have to be much later in the day. So you can see this 15-minute candle close below. This one did not really test, but maybe later on we can get a test and rejection. But for this to test, it would have to stop the breakout entry out. So all right, let's go and see what else. So gold, 15 minutes. So this is where it gets tricky because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 zones there. See, take a screen grab of this. What account? No, this one. All right. That's going down. Not this. All right, so what's that trade? Trade. So keep in mind, right? It can give the break and retest here. So it can give the break and retest there. So just be careful of slippage. So it can come, give the test and rejection. I'm sorry, not break and retest. Can come, test this zone and close back below. So that's what you want to be wary of. Take this. And also that's where there's the 9 EMA. So hopefully it doesn't come up and slip you guys in there. But I'm still expecting it to reverse and fake out. Let's see what's going on with gold. I was looking at gold here. This is a 15-minute. Let me delete this zones. So these are zones that are a bit too close. What I'll do, I'll mark this separately. 1874. Okay, so I'll mark this as 2 separate zones in here. 1875. This is a tricky one to mark up. All All right, so this one, so that got stopped out, but you can see that 9 EMA. But for me, I'm still expecting, so in this instance, I would move away from the breakout scanner or the breakout entry and then go down to possibly wait for this test and rejection here on the 15-minute time frame. But I do see this as manipulation and then US 30. I am still biased for a sell on US 30 because you can see even the other instruments. EU is trending up, gold is trending to the downside too. So I do expect US 30 to come back down on this side. So there's something here I'm looking at for gold. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna mark this up. Modify this. This is a break and continuation of two. Because this first candle, and this is on the 15-minute time frame. You have this candle that broke this and broke this other one, so broke and closed below, and this is the continuation candle. Now the question is, where would so in the next 3 minutes, I would want some sort of slight retracement up there. So anyway, this hit 0.75%. So this is 0.75. I need to include. Anyway, I'll work on that. All right, so this here on gold, it would have to close somewhere close to this SARs. So this is a valid break and continuation of two double sell SAR zones. So this is the first one, and then this is the other one. But I wouldn't want it to close anywhere, you know. So ideally, I want my stop loss to be as close to this, if possible, above this high right here. And then I'm still watching for that US 30. You see what's happening here? So if this 15-minute candle, and I guess that's in the next 2 minutes, not sure if that's going to happen, but if in the next 15 minutes, this candle closes below this double SAR, that would be a test candle. And then the next candle would have to be like a rejection candle. So I'm still, so my bias for US 30 is still bearish, took that loss on that breakout entry. But for the SARs, you can see there's that zone there. If US 30 wants to keep pumping up, there's a zone that's all the way up here. So it's just waiting either for this zone or for the zone above there. Gold in the next 2 minutes, there's that entry right there. So I would want, and this wicks have quite amount of buyers here. So this also would be a risky-ish trade. We'll see what I want to do with this one. Maybe I'll do 0.375 instead of 0.75. Yeah, this one I'll do 0.375 because of the other loss. But I just don't want it to close too far away from the SARs. Okay, so it doesn't look like this one will close below here in the next 45 seconds. So we might have to then wait for a break and continuation entry for that. Um, all right, so this one I'll take with a 0. Or the risk I recommend is 0.375. But this week show like a lot of bias. But anyway, so the trade is valid in the direction of my bias, and I am in the trade. So just 0.375. If both of them, like for example, if this were to hit stop loss and the other one 0.75, that's just minus 1.125 for the day. And that will be it. So we just need this to hold. So there's a fight down here for both buyers. There's buyers here, but there's also heavy selling pressure from the upside right there. So it might just be one of those days of getting stop hunted. But if we get stop hunted, then that's gonna be it. So EU pushing up. All right, yeah. So this one did not close below this zone. So maybe the next selling area for US 30 is going to be around this triple SAR zone, in which case it would give like a test and rejection entry. So let's just follow along with this gold trade and see what gold decides to do. If we get stopped out or if the trade hits TP, if it hits TP, then it will just be break even for the day. Because ideally, if this hits TP, you'd get back the 0.75 risk loss from this one. But if this trade hits stop loss, you'd just be down like 1.1% for the day. And let me fix this. 52, so it should be 43. Right. Um, Being held by that top double SAR. So I just want to see some nice selling pressure. If I'm hoping this current candle, 15-minute candle, closes as a bearish candle. But there's definitely some buying pressure down there, but I'm hoping the sellers kick in soon for that trade. All right, so there's definitely a lot of buying pressure, so not sure if we break here. I don't think we'll be coming back down soon. See, but I'm hoping the sellers kick in instead of getting stopped out. Mm. Right. All right, so 8 more minutes. So if they break this zone, they might just reverse all the way back up. So you can see this single SAR zone is the last zone that's holding price down. If they break and close above this trade might just get stopped out. And you can see there's that pumping pressure. Right. Mhm. Yeah, if it doesn't stop us out before closing back down, because it's already pushed past this SAR zone. Um, see, unless they reverse it from here, this might also just be a losing trade for today. Yep, so that's a loss. So just got stopped out on that one. Um, yeah. So looking back, so everything was valid. I know this breakout is still new, but like yesterday, the breakout had gone to full TP straight away. So I just think this is manipulation before they keep dropping it, because looking at this market on the higher time frames, you can see yesterday the markets were just dropping the whole day, and then during Asia session had that small consolidation. So same thing as gold, right? Gold dropped heavy the whole night and then consolidated. So ideally here, of course, you have some buyers that are propping price up. And if they're supposed to, or if price is supposed to keep going to the downside, you might have some sort of manipulation down here. But anyway, so both trades were valid, even the breakout, as much as it's just like, this is actually the first time of applying this on the live session. So that was valid, even the gold trade, because we had like so many SAR zones here. So we had this on the 15-minute time frame, and also on the 30-minute time frame, we had one down here as well. So it's just one of those days that you just take the minor loss. So for this one, 0.75 plus 0.375. So just 1.125. Let's see, 1.125. Yeah, but right now there's really nothing. And I don't think I'll be taking something else. I normally don't want to go over a 1.5 loss for the day. I know it's only minus 1.125, so I'm only left with possibly 0.3 minus 0.3% risk. But the only time I can look for a trade would have to be much later. Either wait for US30 to come all the way up here, catch that sell, or wait for gold to break back down. But today might actually be a consolidating day, because as much as they're having this impulsive moves, you see like every time they're pushing gold up, they bring it back down. They bring it down, push it back up. So it might just be a sideways market for today. But anyway, that should be it for the day, unless there are any questions. But I think that's going to be it. Nothing on E. So EU on the 15-minute, this can be a test and rejection entry, but I'm cautious of selling EU, ideally because of how far it's been trending down compared to gold. Gold hasn't been trending down for, for a long time, but EU has been trending down for like 2 months. So I'm cautious of selling EU anywhere down here. Gold ideally started the downtrend after this uptrend up here. This downtrend has been going on for like just 5-7 days or something. So compared to gold, I'm more cautious of selling EU than gold. And you can see the dollar retracing to the downside, which is why you're getting that pump up on gold. But you can see, right, this gold might just come back down, which I think it will. I think this was just a fake out. So if it does come back down and possibly gives like a test and rejection or break and continuation entry, I might choose to use the remaining 0.3% that I have. But anyway, other than that, I will catch you guys tomorrow.